Do you want to stay motivated and dedicated to your goals? Well, then watch this. Hi, my name is Coach Antonio, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to stay motivated and stay dedicated to your own goals. Let's go. First things first. Number one, remember why you started it. Whatever your goals are, remember what your goal is. Your plans may change, but the goal remains the same. If your goal is, let's say, you want to lose 50 pounds, and in week 4 or week 6, there's no changes. So change your plan. The goal stays the same. You still want to lose the same 50 pounds. It doesn't change anymore. That's the important thing here. You want to remember why you started it in the first place. Some people forget and stop what they're doing just because they've had temporary amnesia on why they actually are doing what they're doing every day. So what I do every day, every morning, I look at a piece of paper. Actually, it's an index card that I put in. And every time I wake up, before I touch anything, I look at it and see, okay, that's my goal. I'm looking at my goal and I'm focused at my goal, and I'm looking at it and I remember every day what my final goal is. I am guided when I wake up what I want to achieve every day. It's the little things that compound every single day. You have a vision of your end goal in mind all the time. That's why you want to remember why you started. All right, number 2 is very underrated. It's called giving yourself some credit. Give yourself credit. What does that mean? So you did something that you've never done before. You don't have to announce it to everyone, but you can pat yourself in the back and say and tell yourself, "Good job, bro," or "Good job. You're doing great." You did something that you're not comfortable. You're doing something new. You're doing something that you feel uncomfortable doing. Whether it be like riding a bike or starting your own workout or something that's really new to you. Give yourself some credit for starting. Let's go on to number 3, which is reward yourself. It means now that you step out of your comfort zone. So give yourself a reward. So let's say you started working out. So it's your first week of working out. Reward yourself. Have that pizza that you always wanted. Have that ice cream that you wanted to eat. Reward yourself. Every time you do something, like now for myself, if I wanted to touch my phone in the morning, I have to make sure that I've already done the 12 things I need to do in my routine every morning before I even touch my phone. So if I wake up at around 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning, before I even get touch my phone, I've done 12 different things like meditation, writing, and working out, those important things, reading, before I even get to touch my phone around, let's say, 9:30 to 10 a.m. So if someone tries to contact me, if they really need to contact me, they have to call me, right? Because I won't be able to check my phone for anything life or death, right? So you have to call me. So that's number 3, reward yourself. Number 4, take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time. Greatness takes time. It's so cliche, right? Greatness does take time. Michael Jordan wasn't the best player in basketball, overnight. He was not even picked by his high school varsity team when he became when he was playing high school varsity basketball. So it's not overnight that you become a success. People see an overnight success, but the work and the person put in and the chance for him to be in that spotlight took time, countless nights, efforts, repeated process of doing everything over and over again. Take it one step at a time. If you're not growing today or every single day, then I don't know what the hell you're doing every day. If you don't feel that you're not growing now, then what are you actually doing? Every day you should think about how you want to grow every single day. And that's an important thing. Growth starts with ourselves and with our mindset. That's number 4. Take it one day at a time. Live in the present. Number 5, surround yourself with positivity. Avoid negativity. So basic. Remove all negative distractions that you have. If it's something that distracts you from, for example, reading books, let's say your phone, or let's say TV, noises, remove that. You want to stay focused on what you actually want to do. You want to surround yourself with people who are positive. Some people are gonna say, paano yun? Sa paligid ko, sobrang negative na mga kasama kong tao, negative people. Okay, you cannot choose who your family are or your friends are or your partners. Sometimes you can't even, if you're stuck with a partner that's negative, you cannot change them. But what you can do is you can limit the time you have with them. Some people say, it's easy for you to say you're not surrounded by negative people. I am surrounded by negative people, but I make sure that if they're my friends or their family, if they're negative, I don't talk about something that will lead to negative thoughts with them. Understand? I limit my conversations with them that can lead to something negative. So I surround myself with people people who are positive and those that are optimistic. I have self-awareness enough that I know what's positive, remaining positive, and becoming realistic at the same time. You can't have a positive outlook all the time, right? If you say that today's not gonna rain, when the weather is gonna tell you it is going to rain, you can't remain that positive if it's really telling you what's the truth. You have to be a realist also as well. That's number 5. Surround yourself with positivity. Number 6, learn to acknowledge your progress. Progress, not perfection. One of the shortest sentences that I really like to say. Progress, not perfection. Why? You want slower progress that is better than no progress. If you say like you want to do your first YouTube video, you say, okay, I'll do my first YouTube video and improve from there. Okay, I don't have a great microphone, so I'll start with iPhone's microphone. That's good enough. All right, so that's not good enough. Okay, on the next one, get a lapel and move on from there. Get a mic and so on and so forth. Don't give yourself an excuse to say, oh yeah, if I get a nice camera, I'll start it. Or if I get a new phone, I'll start doing this. Or if I get a better processor for my computer, I'll be editing more videos. No, you start with what you have. And that mindset is being grateful for what you already have. Don't wish for things that you don't have yet, because it'll just set you up for more disappointment. Get what I mean? By the way, if you like this video that you're watching right now, subscribe to the channel would be killer. So that's number 6. Acknowledge your progress. Number 7, and this is something I really like. Don't compare yourself to others. Never compare yourself to others. The only time you compare yourself to others is to see if the other person is lacking something and you want to help them. That's the only thing. You don't want to compare your progress from chapter 1, because your chapter 1 might be a chapter 10 for somebody right now. You're only at your chapter 1. So don't compare your chapter 1 with someone's chapter 10, because before them to reach their chapter 10, they already did their chapters 9 to 1. Okay, here's the thing. We want to go from A to Z. But the problem is, you don't want to go over B to Y. Some people want to go from A to Z because they're impatient. But what about letter B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y? You see how many letters are those? Those are all process. But the problem is, you want it now. You want letter Z, right? That's the goal. You want letter Z. But how about letter Y, X, T? What are you doing every day that compounds from A, your first step into doing it, that you pat yourself in the back? Good job, you're doing A. Now let's go to B. Now let's go to C. Congratulations, you've done C. D, and so on and so forth. That's progress. And when you get to Z, guess what? There's another A to Z that you're gonna go through next, because you've done your A to Z. Behind one mountain, guess what? It's another mountain. That's what life is. You have to be ready to believe and accept that every day is a mountain to climb. There is no valley. It's another mountain. You're only gonna stay in a valley if you choose to stay in a valley, because it's comfortable. It's comfortable walking forward instead of uphill, right? That's comfort. If you're walking uphill, it's not comfortable, right? So that's like everyone else. But the view on top is a lot nicer than the view in the valley. That's what I'll tell you. All right, so that's number 7. Don't compare yourself to others. It's you versus you every day. Number 8, and I want you to repeat after me, because number 8 is about believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. Repeat after me. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this in front of the mirror, and say that 10 times every day. If you're doubting yourself, just tell that to yourself. I can do this. I can do this. You really can do this. If you think you can do it, therefore you will. If you say you can't do it, then you can't do it. Guess what? But of course, it requires, again, self-awareness that you can do it. If I say that I can become an NBA athlete, no boy, you can't. You're 5'8" and you're over 40 years old. No, you cannot play in the NBA. Unless tomorrow, Michael Jordan gives me his like Mike shoes and I jump with a 50-inch vertical leap, then yes, I might try out for the PBA first before the NBA. If you say in your mind that you can do something, then you can, right? If others have done it before, so can you. And if others have not done it yet, don't look at the people that said, no, it's impossible, you can't do it. Think of people that will say, yes, you can do it. So that's number 8. Believe in yourself. And yes, you can do it. Number 9, and this is part of your EQ, your emotional intelligence, which is focus on how you feel. Your emotions are important, not someone else's emotions. What's important is your emotions. Don't listen to the scale. Listen to your body. If the scale is telling you you're overweight, listen to your body instead. So that's number 9. Focus on how you feel. Don't listen to what the machine is telling you, but instead listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to your emotions in what you're thinking right now, because what you feel is more important than what someone else is telling you right now. Focus on the current situation that's happening inside you rather than what someone else is telling you. What their opinion about you is none of your business. What you think of yourself, though, is all your business. So that's number 9. Okay, let's go on to number 10. And this is, of course, an important one, which is to love yourself. Do things because your mind, your heart, and your body loves it. All right? Not something that those 3 things hate. Love yourself. A lot of people tend to forget that the most important person that need to love is themselves. And it's funny because people want to say that they want to give 100% of themselves to someone else. Well, in fact, you don't give 100% to someone. You give 80%, because when the 80% is taken from you, you still have 20% left for you. And that's a good starting point. Never forget to love yourself, because if you give 100% of yourself to someone else, if they take 100%, what's left of you? Nothing. Zero. What makes that of you? Nothing. Make sure to leave always something for yourself. If you give 80%, you still have 20% of yourself. The 80-20 rule also applies to your heart. And make sure you leave something for yourself every time. That's all I have for you today. If you found value in today's episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys again on the next video. Peace.